right, so today I'm gonna be talking about a graphic novel. I was deciding whether I wanted to fit it in with all the content I was gonna do today, and I am. So I'm gonna be talking about a graphic novel that's depicting Ares, god of war, and it starts off pretty cool so far. Like he's fighting Athena, who's think of Athena from the what is that? What's that movie, babe? Called that we just seen. It's about her too.
Eternals?
Yeah, goddess Athena, and she's like, from what I know, a little bit I've gathered, she's like the goddess of, obviously war, but like war for formations, training, and strategy and things like that, and um, so she's gonna be clashing with um, Ares, and yeah, there's a difference between the two, which is the interesting thing. And yeah, I'll dive into that. I was actually able to squeeze in time to read this graphic novel that I've been meaning to read for quite some time by a best-selling author. His name is George O'Connor. This is actually a series of books depicting the Olympic gods. So here's one, Ares, and this is incredible. A lot of different books that they have that I find pretty cool. There's actually another one that I have that I haven't talked about on here. Found it. Here's another one in the series. Hephaestus. He makes all the armor for the gods, and obviously he makes armor for Ares. Ares actually has a thing for his wife, Aphrodite, and that's the thing that plays out. So this is crazy already. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of moving pieces in the backdrop of, there's the goddess Hera, and, what I'm saying? There's Apollo, obviously there's Zeus, there's Athena, there's, did I say the other one? There's Athena. I said Athena, and yeah, those are a lot of the pivotal characters in Aphrodite in this conflict, and as far as like them at this current time having just conflict, amongst themselves, and the backdrop is the Trojan War. And also, I've stumbled upon a pretty cool picture from an artist that is friends with George O'Connor, which I think is pretty cool that he did this for him. Pretty awesome. Check that out. The reason why I got Hephaestus first was because for some reason there was this very dark scene that was shared between Hephaestus and Kratos, aka God of War, in the video games. And I remember Hephaestus being really deformed looking, and he was like a giant in this cave, like hunched over, trying to fit within this cave while he was making tools. And he was talking about Pandora's box, how he created Pandora's box, and just legendary footage, and yeah, it was incredible. But that's what made me get that one first, because that scene just stuck with me. And I know that Pandora's box led to a big fight between Kratos and Zeus, and it was just incredible fighting on an epic scale. And it was awesome. Shout out to God of War too. So when this thing starts, it's already what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? So they're in battle, war is about to commence, and it's talking about how there's this clash between Ares and Athena, and it goes into detail about Athena, and think of when I guess as far as describing Athena, just think if you've seen the Eternals, Athena's just like that, minus the wild, crazy, I don't know what's going on, and she just tries to kill everyone. Minus that, but she, as far as everything else, she's like Athena is the goddess of martial skill, of formations of strategy, training realized, and wisdom applied. Um, the best possible defense being the best possible offense. Um, she's like the voice of reason in battle. Um, very judicious when it comes to applying force to seal the victory. And yeah, so she's like just yeah organized and strategic, strategizing formations and just being ready and prepared. Phenomenal in as far as applied application, and it's incredible. I just didn't even know how it was going to start. And I thought Ares was the big bad, but yeah, there's a goddess that's a goddess of war, and so he's clashing with her. So it's incredible because his role, he's none of that. You know what I'm saying? His role as God of War, it's none of that. He's the opposite of what she is. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to war, like when it's crazy and and he also and in this rendition he goes to war with his sons. I don't want to butcher their names, but they instill fear and panic. And they kind of look like black and red smoke in this one. It's kind of crazy. There's a woman on his chariot. Yeah, this is wild. Check that out. That is mad, man. That's mad. Those are his sons. You kind of see one over here and one right here. And that lady that's just riding crazy on the chariot with spikes on it. You know what I'm saying? You got Ares right there covered in flame. Just look at that, man. That's incredible. Just spear three dudes. But with the blade was just crazy. They just do that. He just threw that spear like a javelin. Crazy. Woo! And then so she is his sister in arms, Eris, the goddess of strife and discord. So he brings strife and discord on the battlefield, and he gets stronger by there being chaos. So he's, along with, officially being the god of war, you could call him the god of chaos, because the more dysfunction and chaos going on, the stronger he becomes, seemingly, and he thrives in those moments. I mean, obviously, you got him he's just cutting up people and sitting over the battle with his two sons and Eris. I don't know if Eris, yeah, I just call it Eris. Yeah, man, it's a wild ride, and yeah, it was an awesome read. I don't want to spoil it, but I mean, if you read history, but I should say, I think I said earlier before, there's some gods and goddesses that are with the Trojans and some that are with the Greeks. So it's like a clash also on top of Mount Olympus, and it's a good ride. I won't spoil it like I said, but check this out, man. I'm eventually going to get this whole series. I want to say the next person that I think would be pretty cool too. I mean, the next graphic novel to get out of this series, I'd probably say I'm either going to get Athena or, where's he at? Athena or Poseidon. Yeah, Athena or Poseidon. Yeah, definitely. Y'all have a good one.